Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narc's Nemesis. If you're watching me on YouTube, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps YouTube's algorithm pick up this content and send it out to more people that need it. Somebody liked it for you, and that was the way you were able to receive it. So please like it for somebody else. Show the love back. If you need a one-on-one session, the link is in the description. Um, I've been getting a lot of people talking to me about me cursing on my channel, and I get it, but at the end of the day, we all grown, and cursing doesn't make you any more or less holy than anybody. And you know, if y'all want somebody that doesn't curse, TD Jakes has a channel, Pastor Keon has a channel, but that's not me, and I'm not finna not be me. You know, I understand it might be offensive to some people, and I apologize for it, but I'm going to be me at all times. I know how to articulate myself when it's a situation where, or environment where, you know, you have to watch your language, but it's my channel, it's my personal space, and like I always tell people, it's a saying that your cursing friend, your friend with the foul mouth or whatever, that's your most honest friend. So I'm just on here being as honest as possible. So if I offend anybody, I apologize. But you know, if you're looking for a non-cursing individual, I'm not him. Today we're gonna talk about the narcissist and regret. Now, a lot of people think the narcissist doesn't experience moments of regret, and that is the furthest thing from the truth, because even though narcissists are demonic entities, they do have a human aspect that they have to attend to because their shell is human. So it's just like if you was to go throw their ass off a bridge or something, they'll die. The human aspect of them will die. And it's the same thing with their emotions. The only thing is their emotions are triggered by different things than what we would be triggered by. A lot of people think narcissists don't experience regret. They do. Now they might not regret losing you as an individual, as a person, but they do regret the benefits that came along with being with you. And I think normal people work in this aspect too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not 100% fully like the narcissist does, but for sure, people tend to remember the benefits that came with being with you because they get accustomed to it, you know, while they're with you, and they start taking it for granted. Like, you might be able to cook, you might be able to sing, you might have a great personality, and over time, people start taking that for granted as if they're supposed to or they're entitled to those elements of your personality, and that's the furthest from the truth. It's really a blessing, because you have to think, how often is it, and I'm not even talking about just relationships, but how often is it that you meet decent human beings? A lot of us, the friends that we do have, we've known them 10, 15, 5, 20, 30 years. I know a lot of my closest homeboys, I know one of them, we known each other 15 years plus. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that matters, but what I'm saying is the rarity that it is to meet decent people that are worth holding on to. So it's like that just for normal people. So I think we underestimate a lot of times what the narcissist goes through after us being genuine, being authentic, being these one-of-a-kind people that we are. We underestimate what they run into after they leave us or we leave them. Because you got to think, man, it's a lot of shitty individuals out there in the world, especially with this whole modern day society. Everybody's taught not to care or whatever the case is. So it's a lot of that shit going on. And it's personally something that I don't want to be a part of. So a lot of times, if y'all follow me on IG, right, or any other social media, when y'all see me, who am I with? I'm by myself. Occasionally, I'll post a picture with my daughter, or if I run into, some girls or something at a show that I know, or fans, or whatever the case is, I'll take pictures with them. But normally, if you follow my Instagram, you follow any of my social medias, I am by myself. Even being a musician and all this, I don't have a whole bunch of people around me. I have a select few, if any, around me. And that's because of the type of people that are available in this world. And I think a lot of times we miss the fact that the narcissist has to go through this filtering process as well. They have to, filter out the bad seeds too, because the narcissist thinks they deserve the best of the best. That's why they chose you as well, because you were their best option. You were the best thing smoking for them. They do run into, people that are of a lower quality. Like I said in the last video, they think they're finna run into diamonds, and they run into all these damn cubic zirconiums after they lose their diamond. So you might think, that they go run off into the, into the sunset with this amazing person, and it might look amazing on paper. It might look amazing on Instagram. It might look amazing on Facebook. They're doing the TikTok dances together, whatever the case is. They got matching pajamas on Christmas, and you don't even know. They done argued that whole fucking holiday, or they done argued right after they took that picture. They were probably mad at each other while they took that picture, but they will never put out the optics for that. So, the times a narcissist will experience regret is upon failure. And it don't even necessarily just have to be relationship failure. It can be failure in life. A lot of these folks, after they leave you, karma hits them immediately. So they might have left you in the dirt. They might have left you a mess, and they've lost their job. And they start thinking, this is when they have those small windows of regret. They start thinking, damn, when I was with such and such, they took care of me. Life was so good. It was so easy for me when I met them. When I was with them, I still had my job when I was with them. They might have lost their car. Man, I know if I was with such and such, they'll take me here and there. They'll, let me use their car. They had another car to let me use. You know what I'm saying? They get to start thinking all these benefits that came along with you. And, I wouldn't feel bad about somebody just thinking of the benefits or whatever, because essentially that's part of you as a person. That's what comes with you being a person. You have to also get in your head, man, you are a special individual. You come with certain stuff that other people don't come with, and that's just what it is. A lot of people say, everybody's created equally. No, we're not. And it's not in a bad way saying somebody is better than anybody else. There are things on this earth that people can do that other people simply cannot. There are things that other people can provide that other people simply cannot. For instance, I'm a musician. It might be some people out here, I can play this instrument better than this person. I might be able to do this style of music better than this person. But on the other end of the spectrum, this person might be able to play basketball better than me. This person might be able to play football better than me. This person might be more business oriented than me. This person might have a fuller beard than me. It's always something that somebody else can provide that another person can't. But see, the thing is, a narcissist will look at that as a means to take advantage of somebody instead of appreciating, okay, well, I know I can't get that over here, but I value what I have going on over here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take care of that, and I'm going to nurture it. They look at you lacking something as a deficiency in your character. So now they want to go and find out, figure out what you're missing. And, if it's somebody who has money, let's say you're not financially well off like that, they will go run and deal with this person who's financially well off, but is a fucking weirdo. They might be financially well off, because I know a bunch of people with money, and they have zero personality. They have zero compassion, zero empathy. They can't hold a decent conversation. They might not be intimate. They might not be talented or creative. They just simply have money. I know a lot of people that are like that, because I tell people, money doesn't make you. It only makes you 10 times the person that you already are. So if you're a fucking weirdo and you get some money, you're going to be a rich weirdo, a super weirdo. If you're a musician and you get money to fund your career or whatever, it'll make you a better musician, because the attributes that you already have, the money is just going to enhance it. Narcissists don't understand this concept, because I know, the ex-narc that I was dealing with, like I said, I never caught her doing I discarded her before anything can happen, but she started bringing up, some guy that wanted to help her invest in her business and, expand her business. Mind you, this is a business that I gave her the business plan to start with no problem. Didn't want anything from it. I just wanted to see her be successful, because anybody who knows me, I'm going to be on your ass about accomplishing your goals and your dreams. It's no way you're going to be around me and I'm not going to motivate you. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen. So if you don't want nobody on your ass, you don't want nobody motivating you, pushing you to be the best that you can be, you don't belong around me, because I'm going to probably be on your ass about your shit more than I am about mine. But anyway, this guy gets to talking good to her. He's supposedly this millionaire, got all this money or whatever. I already smell bullshit from a mile away, because if some random dude out of nowhere, he just wants to help you with your business or whatever, man, we know how this shit go. Dude wants something in return. And it might have happened, it might not have happened, because I never actually caught her in the act of doing anything. But dude get to talking good and all of this shit, and it's easy to fake like you got some money. All you got to do is do certain shit at the right time, or have certain shit at the right time, and you can fool anybody to thinking you have some money temporarily. And I'm in my head, I'm like, dude want to help you expand your business. Mind you, she just started at the time. She just started the business that she did start. So in my head, logically, before you expand, you want to make sure your home base is strong. Because if your home base ain't strong and you got a bunch of places over here and over here, the base ain't even strong, so you'll crumble anywhere else if your home base not strong. So in my head, I'm like, dude want to help you expand, but you're having a hard time with the business that you do have. So anyway, that's when the whole distance starts and all of that stuff. And, fast forward, I'm not going to get into the whole spiel, but, when I discarded her before, anything else went on, and y'all know about the incident at the Halloween party. If not, I'll go into that at a later date. But, if this guy that had all this money and had all this opportunity and had everything better than me, if he was so great, if he was so whatever, why did this person end up hoovering me not even a week, not even a month later, trying to get me back, and on a continuous basis, month to month basis? Why? Because that regret started kicking in. Because, like I said, I never met dude, don't care to meet him, don't care what he does, none of that, don't got no beef with him, none of that shit. But I guarantee you, because I've met a million people like this, they got money, but they have no substance. One thing I can say about myself, and I pride myself on, is despite how I look, the face tattoos and all that good shit, the gold teeth, whatever the case is, my background, whatever, and I might surprise the shit out of you, but I for damn sure got some damn substance to me. I'm multi-dimensional. You might look at me and think, oh, well, I know what kind of dude he is. And as soon as I open my mouth and I start articulating myself, like, damn, okay, I was wrong about him. And I pride myself on that. So 9 times out of 10, she went over there after I discarded her, and probably was still dealing with him, while we were together, more than likely. But of course, I'm gone, so you got to go fully deal with him on another level. You get over there, this motherfucker ain't funny. He don't work out because he feel that like he doesn't have to because he has money, so he don't work out. He has no personality about himself. I know a lot of women like ambitious dudes that they see work from the bottom up, from the ground up, chasing their goal, chasing their passion, getting it out the mud, as they say. Who knows? This motherfucker probably had an inheritance. He probably gifted, his money or whatever the case is. Therefore, by being gifted his money, he didn't have the ambition that I had. He didn't have the business mind that I had, because it was already a blueprint set for him. I didn't have no fucking blueprint. I don't have no blueprint. I don't come from a business family. This is me breaking my generational curses. The shit that you see me doing, I'm doing it off my own will, and God is engineering it. I don't have any of that. So, when they get over there, like, man, he's not as funny as Terrell is. Man, he don't make music. Terrell's very creative. He makes music. I can't go see him perform because he doesn't make music. He doesn't do this. He doesn't, he's not kind. He's not this in the bedroom. He's not whatever. And they start comparing this shit. Because believe it or not, whether they're having a good time over there with the new supply or not, they're being compared to you. They're being compared to the very last supply that they left, because they got to see if they really want to go through with this shit. And when they start lacking the stuff that you once provided, because me, again, I can cook. A lot of dudes can't fucking cook. And I'm not talking about just putting together no nachos and no shit like that. I get down like somebody grandma in the kitchen. I'm from the South. So she probably went over there to this dude, and maybe he can't cook. Maybe he never cooked. Maybe he got a maid or a butler or some shit, which is cool, but you're like, damn, man, such and such used to cook for me on Sundays. Or, if I ain't feel like cooking, such and such will cook for me. Or, man, he used to touch me like this. Or he used to say this to make me feel better. Or, I remember, like, I get hot easy. I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4", I'm 310 pounds. So I get hot easy. She's kind of like anemic or whatever you would call it. Gets really cold. So of course she'll have the AC on for me when I came over there, because I get hot easy. But I also knew that she gets cold easy. So one thing I would do when we get in the bed or whatever the case is, and I'm straight because she has the air on for me, but I know that she's cold, what I'll do, I'll rub her arm or whatever, the parts of her body that are exposed or whatever, until she warms up. I guarantee you no dude after me has ever even took notice to do that. Because it might seem small, but they remember shit like that. Because you're taking consideration, outside of yourself to make sure they're straight. I guarantee nobody has ever done that. And that's been something she's been looking for a guy to do. And it seems so small, but trust me, those small things that you've done, they remember them. And they're trying to see, okay, is this next person going to do that? That's a very thoughtful thing to do, because any other person be like, okay, well, shit, I got what I want. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? My body temperature's right, whatever. And, you all right? You good? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to scratch your back after you scratch theirs. You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine, might meet a dude just like me, gets hot easy, whatever the case is. She turned on the AC for him. He over there warm, and he ain't paying her no mind. I guarantee you that crosses her mind when she's laying next to somebody. And that's when they experience that regret, like, damn, this ain't what I thought it would be. And then on top of that, that's why I tell y'all too, make sure you're on your glow up game. Make sure you're in the gym. Make sure you're accomplishing those goals that you wanted to do, while you were with them. You know what I'm saying? That you can never get across, because they expect you to crumble after them. So when they're going through all this regret, and those are just examples, it gets deeper than that. Those are just examples. They're going through all this regret. Of course, they want to see what you're up to, because now they're thinking about you, because this other motherfucker is not living up to their standards, or life has not lived up to their standards, and they're remembering the times life was good with you. So now they're peeking back in on your life. Now they see you getting a better job. They see you dating again. They see you glowing up. Fellas, you might have grew a beard since you left her, and you look more mature. You look masculine. Ladies, you're in the gym. You're on your squat game. You got your booty looking right. You know what I'm saying? They're looking back at this shit and they're like, damn, I thought they was gonna fumble without me. I thought they were gonna fall to pieces without me, but it seems like they're getting better without me. That makes them regret even more because they want to be a part of the new you. See, now you're looking like a different person from the discard. They're like, damn, I didn't know this person. I didn't get my hands on this person. This person's a business owner. This person is in phenomenal shape. This person got to look like a whole new person. I want that. Because they're looking at you as the best version of yourself or a better version of yourself. So now they're like, man, I really want a piece of that. I really want, now they're regretting. Now they're looking back on how they did you. Now they're looking back on, man, I lied to that person. Man, I cheated on that person. Man, they ain't gonna take me back. Even if they do try to hoover you, this is the thought process that they go through. Man, they might not take me back. Man, they might not. Man, they might, and they're thinking about this daily. They can be laying next to somebody, but they're thinking of this, and this is tormenting the hell out of them. They're going back and forth, and it's eating away at them. And sometimes they won't hoover. But the fact that they won't hoover is because they know they burnt that bridge so much that they can't, and that actually burns them up more because they have regret. Remind you, they can't deal with their own emotions. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to internalize this regret. They're trying to internalize this shame because, what you're doing without them is a reflection of how bad of a person they are, because it reflects to them, well, damn, they didn't do all this when I was with them. I must have been the problem. And it lasts for a brief second, but it does hit them. And what'll happen is, lost my train of thought because my phone rung. What'll happen is it'll reflect to them, how insufficient they are, how bad of a person they are. And it eats at them. And if they're in another relationship, they can't, process that emotion, so they gotta force it onto their partner, and they will tear their situation down. They gotta take that shit to work. They will tear that down. They lash out at friends. They lash out at family. They lash out at flying monkeys. All these people that were against you, now they're getting the end of that regret. They're getting the butt of that regret. They're getting that energy now. So don't think that they don't experience regret. Don't think that they don't sit and dwell. Sometimes it might last a quick second, but you got to think, narcissists are obsessive by nature. So when they have a thought, it's not just a thought. It goes and it goes and it goes and it haunts them. Imagine not being able to have no peace. That's more torture than anything that you can say back to them or anything that you can do back to them. So y'all make sure, I know y'all looking all in my mouth and shit. I got this cotton and fucking screws and shit in my mouth because I'm still healing up. But imagine just not having no peace because of some shit that you've done. And not only not having no peace, not having the ability to be forgiven. Because you might have forgiven them, but they don't know that because you're in your no contact. So that's eating away at them knowing that you know that they're a shitty ass individual. I don't want to make this video too long, so I fuck around and I do a part 2 to it. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for the support. Again, like I said, if you're looking for a channel where somebody don't curse at all, TD Jakes got a channel, and Pastor Keon has a channel. And it's no disrespect to them brothers because I watch their channel. You know what I'm saying? I love those guys. So I'm just not that person, So it is what it is. No disrespect to anybody, none of that. I'm just being myself, and this is the space that I created to be myself. So thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure, if y'all haven't, please take a second right now and like the video. I know this video is a little bit long, but giving y'all daily dose. If you want to donate to the channel, the link is in the description. If you want merch, the link is in the description. My new song Superstition is out on all platforms. Features a voicemail of my ex-narc trying to hoover me, and I'm not going for it. So y'all check me out. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Again, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Another day, another way, and you ain't gotta listen, but I know you heard me. Holla.